Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this first talk. I'd like to give you a short introduction to PANGAEA. So, who are we? What do we do? Why is publishing your data in a fair way important? PANGAEA, or full name, PANGAEA Data Publisher for Earth and Environmental Sciences. We are a scientific repository, so that means that we curate, we archive, and we publish research data. And the focus is, as the name already says, on Earth and environmental data. But we have a broad range from chemistry over atmosphere, biological classifications, and many more. PANGAEA is hosted by two institutes. This is the Alfred Wegener Institute in Bremerhaven and the Marum at the University of Bremen. We are certified by the Core Trust Seal. Core Trust Seal is an international standard for trustworthy research data repositories. So the certificate guarantees that any data that you publish with us are accessible, they are citable, and they are preserved long-term for at least 10 years. So probably also longer, but 10 years is the minimum guaranteed period. When you go on our website, you see this main landing page here with a search option. So you can, for example, write search terms here in the search bar. But we also have this tiles with overviews on the topics. And furthermore, our data are accessible via search engines, also by our data warehouse that allows to combine different data sets. And there are also other tools, for example, the scripting tools like Python or R packages that are available to access the data. A bit on the history. So PANGAEA was founded in 1994. That means we have over 30 years of professional experience in scientific data publishing. Since then, we have published over 430,000 data publications. And these amount to more than 35 billion data points. So a data point is, in this context, a number in a table or a binary file like an image, for example. Overall, over 900 projects have also worked with us to publish the data. And here in this graph, you see the cumulative number of publications per year, and what you see in the last years, let's say last 20 years, we have around 10,000 new data publications every year, which is quite an impressive number, I would say. But what kind of data do we actually publish? So as I said, we cover a wide range of disciplines within the Earth and environmental science. And you see these thematic tiles here on the topics that we publish. And the data type we focus on are georeferenced data, so observational or experimental data. Georeference means that the data come along with geoinformation like latitude or longitude. And we handle mostly tabular data sets, so data matrices of environmental time series, biodiversity samples, and other observations, for example. We also accept binary files, so these are images, netcdf files, or maybe videos that accompany your data. And what you see down here are the data types that you please do not submit to us. So these are model data, nucleotide sequence data, or software code. That's a bit outside of our scope, and there are other platforms that are better suited for that. I think Flavia will give you some more information on the data that we accept in the next part of this workshop. So let me introduce you the team behind PANGAEA. We have a front office, back office model. That means we have a team of about 30 people, and these people are mainly based at Marum and Avi, and this is the so-called back office. And we also have the front offices. these front offices are associated institutional partners, such as GeoMar or UFZ. And overall, we have 7 front offices at the moment. There are data editors that work closely with PANGAEA and support their institutions in data publishing at PANGAEA. Then we also work with associated research projects like national initiatives or EU-funded projects. And people from PANGAEA work within these projects to manage the data-related work. And often these persons or tasks are also funded by the project within these data-related work packages. And actually, this is increasingly expected also by the funders. So they really expect that data management and publication are part of a research project so that they fund this research. So that means when you prepare a proposal, it's best to include proper data management and publication right from the start. There are also increasing funding opportunities for data management. So for example, in EU projects, this is expected. We have here as examples the iAtlantic projects or the summer projects, and both had dedicated data management work packages. And in the end, these projects are finished, but resulted until now in over 300 data publications that are accessible online. And this, of course, does not only fulfill the fund requirements, but also increases the visibility and the long-term impact of the research. On the national level in Germany, we also have increasing opportunities. There is like a change in data management culture, which is promoted by the NFDI, the National Research Data Initiative. And this aims to make data management really a central part of the scientific work. So it's written down here again. Please apply for funds to cover data management and publication costs, because this is mandatory increasingly and really adds to the success and legacy of your projects. So when you publish your data, please do not put them somehow or somewhere, but publish them fair. FAIR is a term which I guess you've heard about already. It stands for findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. This is not just a buzzword. It's kind of a set of principles on how research data should be published. These principles were summarized by Wilkinson et al. In 2016. And according to these principles, the data have also to be machine readable, not only human, but also machine readable, so that really future tools and analysis can automatically integrate and reuse the published data. But why should you publish your data in a fair way? Are there any benefits? And of course, there are benefits. There are benefits at 3 levels. There are benefits for the society, for the research community, and also for you personally as a researcher. I will start with the benefits for society and highlight 2 of them. So one is that open data can play a role in guiding government policy. Because if the data are openly accessible, this information can help to make evidence-based decisions. And also the transparency and accessibility increases public trust in science. The taxpayers, they fund the research, and then in the end, they should be able to see where do the results go, how are the results used, and in the end, where's my money going? And there are the benefits for the research community. You see that there are already some more. One of them is that when data sets are findable and reusable, researchers can really reuse and reinterpret the data much more easily. They can also replicate studies or experiments and thus build upon existing work instead of starting from scratch again, which really strengthens the scientific community and improves the robustness and veracity and the impact of research results. And I would say in the end, it makes research better. And last but not least, we have the personal level, the benefits for the author. Yeah, there are plenty of them. I will only highlight some of them. First, studies show that publications that are linked to open datasets, they receive around 25% more citations on average, which is quite a high number. And you know that citations is something researcher is looking for. Data publications also give recognition and credit for the actual data work. It might also lead to new collaborations. So people discover your data sets, they see what you're doing, maybe they want to work together with you on these data or on acquiring new data. And also data publications, they list everyone involved in generating the data, and the credit is more accurately distributed among contributors. This is sometimes undervalued in traditional paper authorships. As Rufus Pollock said, the coolest thing to do with your data will be thought of by someone else. So other people have other ideas, and that's exactly let's say the beauty of sharing your data fair. Sorry, I'm not sure. Is this here? Sorry for that. So why should you publish your data fair with PANGAEA? There was an independent evaluation by the European Commission in 2022, and it said that PANGAEA has the highest fairness score of research data repositories in Europe. We offer a structured and standardized database that really ensures data comparability and interoperability. Furthermore, we are cost-free for individual scientists. This depends, of course, a little on the data volume that you want to publish, and you can find the details in our terms of use, but for most individual data submissions, there's no cost barrier. And perhaps most important, if you publish with us, you get expert support from our curators, from our data editors throughout the publication process, and they check your metadata. They help to refine the data set. They make sure everything is complete before assigning, in the end, a DOI, and that DOI then makes your data set citable and traceable, like a paper. And once you publish, your metadata also become widely accessible through various portals and services and search tools. And that really ensures that your work is discoverable across the global web of research data. Because over the years, PANGAEA has really built technical connections with external services and data networks. And this really increases the visibility of your data set. So that means you can reach a huge audience, and other researchers can find and cite and build upon your research. And this is a graphic here. You can see an overview on the major services that we are connected to and where you can find data that are published at PANGAEA. Two examples are Google and OpenAIRE. So Google is nowadays really often used for data search, and I compare it to OpenAIRE. OpenAIRE is a comprehensive directory for scientific publications, and everything there is archived and cross-referenced, and you find data sets from many repositories, not only PANGAEA. This is an example. Here's the landing page of a data set that is published in PANGAEA. And I want to show you now how you can use the services that PANGAEA is connected to find a data set. This particular data set here is already published, so it has a DOI. You can see it here. And if we look at the title, we could pick out some terms like stable oxygen isotopes or sediment core. And when we go down, we also see the associated projects of this data set. One of them is the I-Atlantic project. And we can now take all these terms here and search for them. And if you put them into Google, we see this data set is coming up as the first result. And we can do the same in, for example, OpenAIRE, the OpenAIRE Explorer, also put in these terms, and then it comes up as second results. And if you click on these links, they directly take you to the web page of the data set. And yeah, these examples really show how well connected PANGAEA is to data discovery services. And this is not coming like magic, but it's really the results of years of work. And this is also one reason why PANGAEA is such a strong choice to publish your data with us. And with this, I want to thank you and hand over.